great to have you with us from Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Georgia State Panthers and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sidelines.
Guys, Georgia State's head coach told me before the game he understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. The Chanticleers will kick off first, and here we go. Deep in the end zone, it's Marshall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The run inside. It's Butler. Enough to move the chains. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Georgia State 7, Coastal Carolina 0.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Lopez. Back's got it on the screen. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Tight end now in motion. The play fake, Lopez. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his target. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense lining up for a first down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, it's Edwards. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. A first down for the offense. They'll go to the counter. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Here's Lopez to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision.
And I know he tucked that thing and he got some good yards, but as a defense, that's exactly why you're so thankful to be in third and long. You're backed up, you're taking away the passing game, no explosive plays. He takes off and run, he chews up some yardage, but you do what you're supposed to do. You throw that fist in the air and you force the fourth down.
Trying to take it back. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hits inside, it's Butler. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. His way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Cuts it upfield. It's Butler. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the single back. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Churns into the pile. Breaks into the open. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Panthers. Once he got some room, it was over. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And he's going to bring it out.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the shot to clears are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll run it. Sees an alley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. To the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Throwing, Lopez. Fires quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lopez. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it. There wasn't much there. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Might as well run him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying the run, it's Poe. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On second and goal, he carries again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Coastal Carolina, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Keeps it on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Lopez. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Handoff again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and short now from their own 48. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Powers inside. Looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. His 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that.
He's got an alley. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Here's Lopez to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Left side is Hardy, and the runner is down, and so is a flag. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Lopez to pass. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting this.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Keeps it moving, it's Hart. He's got the first down. Turning it on at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Chanticleers will line it up on 1st and 10. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Just couldn't find any running room. He'll lose a yard, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot.
Lots of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia State. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Motion from the back. Throwing, Lopez. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. Can't get him to the ground. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Lopez wants to fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. From the gun. Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. Taken down.
I love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of it. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 8 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Hawkeyes with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here.
The victory caps off a 7-5 regular season. Not the best outcome, but you'd have to think a bowl invite is on the way. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Motion from the wideout. Snap to the back. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked from the Wildcat. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Lopez. He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Offense getting set for first down. Lopez to pass. Finds the tight end. Down he goes. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get down in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
On the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Running inside. It's Hart. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Looking for room. It's Butler. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Sends it downfield. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Here's Lopez to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the night.
Going for it all. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Leaves it with the back. Looking for room at the 40. He's into the open down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Panthers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They give it to him again. Hard running there. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Going with the ground game left. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the shot to clears will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Takes the handoff. It's Butler.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll ride him again. Looking for room at the 30. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Panthers! He scores for the 5th time in this game. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Right at the line. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. The handoff. Maybe a crease. The 50. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a 4th down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be passed, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Drag down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Crosses the 35. Speeding down the left side. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Panthers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. He's past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to ride this running back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback changing the play. The pitch to the left. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Good pickup on that play. Let's give him 9 on that one, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. The Chanticleers line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Finds his big tight end. At the 35, he's open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. On the run, it's Butler. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.